a Dredfunn original production. Please sit back and enjoy.
What a rush! Hey guys, Dredfunn here, doing another time-lapse video. Time for me to do Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. Oh, I'm very excited about this. This is one of my fan requests that I was able to fit into my busy schedule. I'm a huge fan of the old school WWF/WWE wrestling, and the Road Warriors were something that it's hard to describe. When I was a kid, they were like a legendary mythological creatures. We didn't actually get to see them very much on television in the local area. They were more of a southern state type wrestling thing, so they were part of the NWA, and we did get to see them a little bit when they were part of the AWA, but they were kind of something that you only saw in the PWI wrestling magazines. And I was a huge fan. I loved Hawk and Animal, the face paint, of course, later years their spiked football shoulder pads. Kind of weird that the one Animal, his son would go on to play professional football, but hey, cool. Anyway, so I found this image of the two of them. In the original image, they're spaced differently. Hawk is kind of more in the background and Animal is more in the foreground, and they're further apart. So I basically brought Hawk up, leveled Animal closer, and then sort of slung them together and kind of made it so the shoulder pads just sort of fit off to the side, kind of like they're bleeding into one another. You know, I can remember when they finally did come to the WWF, and they were no longer just the Road Warriors, they were the Legion of Doom. I mean, back in the day, the Legion of Doom wasn't just the Road Warriors, it was Jake the Snake, Bundy, Paul Ellering, their manager, and a few others, so it was neat, you know. Wasn't exactly the Road Warriors, but it was cool, and their initial feud with Demolition, who were initially a team I despised and did not like, but eventually fell in love with because I thought they were Road Warrior knockoffs, which they kind of were, but they ended up devising or making their own name and becoming a pretty spectacular team in their own right. And I actually do an image of them as well. I hope you guys will check out. So yeah, I lay out all the image. I get the measurements right. One of the problems with doing these tandem images where you've got two people in the frame, it's dicey, because even though I know where the eye-head or the eye-nose-mouth ratio is, and I know where I'm going to place everything before I start filming, it's still, sometimes it doesn't work, and you have to scrap the drawing, and it's really difficult when you do the first person well, and then the second person doesn't translate well, and you got to scrap it. It's almost like you want to cut it in half and sort of glue the other two together, but I don't like doing that. But this is one of those rare occasions. Maybe it's because I was nostalgic from my youth that I was able to bang it out in one try. It took me a few hours, I believe 3.5 in total. And once I've got it all shaded out, I'll, you know, do a lot of smudging, bring my eraser in at the very end to sort of highlight certain areas. And I was very mindful of that when I picked this image, because it showed a lot of contrasting whites, and I really like the makeup. So I hope you guys like this video. If you don't, you can let me know. That's fine. And if you do, you know, pass it around, share it to your friends and family. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dredfunn out.
This has been a Dredfunn.com production. Thanks for watching.